top focus on Climate Tracker today is on the raging forest fires in Southwest China Sichuan Province. About 3,400 people have been evacuated and rescuers have been rushed to combat the fires in the mountainous area. Now, sudden strong winds caused the wildfire to spread quickly over multiple mountain ridges in several directions, resulting in the formation of 3 major fire sites. Local authorities swiftly moved to evacuate the affected people to safe areas. More than 1,500 responders have been dispatched and 8 helicopters deployed to combat the flames.
Zone 1 is to the southwest of urban Yajiang country. Zone 2 to the northeast and Zone 3 to the northwest. We currently have over 1,000 people deployed to these 3 zones. Particularly in Zone 1, we need to prevent the fire from spreading into urban areas. In other 2 zones, our main task is to prevent the fire from spreading into the natural forest.
The rekindled blazes have enveloped the surrounding areas in thick smoke, reducing visibility to less than 200 meters. So far, no casualties have been reported, but the fires have caused localized power outages. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. So far, all the 8 settlement sites are accessible to power and lighting equipment. Local authorities have sent food such as bread and boxed meals to affected people, ensuring that they have warm meals and hot water with access to medical treatment. But the fire zones are located on steep slopes, making it hard to transport firefighting equipment. The recent dry weather, combustible vegetation and strong winds are all posing additional challenges to firefighters. Brazil is experiencing a heat wave with most of the country on high alert for health risks due to above average temperatures. Now, the alert affects 1,600 municipalities in the southeast and central west regions. According to the National Meteorological Institute, over 500 of those are on high alert. In Rio de Janeiro, although the thermometers read 40 degrees Celsius, meteorologists said it felt like 60 degrees due to soaring humidity levels. It was the highest thermal sensation ever recorded by Rio de Janeiro City Hall since this type of measurement started back in 2014.
We are in a very privileged place here in front of the beach. Water, you cool off, but there are people in a much less favorable situation and who are much more impacted by this heat wave. But the worry is that there's no end to it.
Global fossil fuel subsidies hit a staggering $7 trillion in 2022. But as the world transitions towards a more sustainable future, the question now arises, is it time to stop subsidizing the carbon culprit? Take a look at this next report to find out more.
Despite a global conscious shift towards renewable energy, fossil fuels still occupy the top spot as a carbon culprit. A report by the International Monetary Fund suggests global fossil fuel subsidies hit an astronomical $7 trillion last year. Subsidies on fossil fuels is equivalent to a staggering 7.1% of global GDP. The data also points to a cycle of pollution, ill health, and climate catastrophe. Yet, there is hope amidst the chaos. Scrapping these subsidies and implementing corrective taxes will lead to a significant reduction in carbon emissions. But the benefit don't stop there. By reallocating funds from subsidies to public goods like education and clean energy, governments can foster economic growth and social equity. As global energy prices stabilize and emissions continue to rise, there's no room for complacency. In fact, it's an opportunity to dismantle fossil fuel subsidies to usher a new era of sustainability. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Russians celebrated Maselinsta folk festival by setting fire to a giant wooden structure which is called Black Mountain by the creator. The structure was lit to celebrate start of spring. Every year the festival is celebrated with a different theme. This year the theme was dedicated to forces of nature. Take a look at these visuals.